Okay, we are recording. Theme song on. Welcome back to Summer Age of Darkness Final Stand. What do you say we end the week with this amazing game? I think that's a fantastic way to end the week. Weekend is almost here, so you guys can watch this video during the weekend. I know in the weekdays it's kind of tough to keep up with my several hour-long videos. Actually, it doesn't even matter which hero we pick. I just kind of realized that because we have both heroes and both of them are capped at level 6. Completely off topic. But yeah, so I know most of you guys are watching my videos during the weekend, and understandably so. I mean, sure, there's not much time during the week for that to happen. Okay, I thought I would bring a few topics in the beginning of this game, because normally there's not much I can talk about while we're building up the early game. But for our new viewers, yeah, I wanted to talk to our new viewers who are here for Age of Darkness. Welcome in. I do have a playlist link in the video description. I will also put the playlist link in this little eye pop-up thingy that I can put on the video. If you guys want to check that out, we have survived on Nightmare difficulty with all of our heroes, with all the heroes of all 3 factions, so do check that out. And currently we are in progress, trying to win on Nightmare 8.8x. That is our current goal, and we are working towards it. Now, if we're not going to find any trees, then this is not going to be a successful thing. And still didn't find any trees. What? Okay. But yeah, so check out the playlist. We started from veteran difficulty. I basically recorded almost everything, unless the intro commentary was so bad that I ended up scrapping the run in like the first 5 minutes. That usually happened a lot back in the day, not anymore. But yeah, veteran difficulty with the Order, then we went on to horrific difficulty with the Rebellion. And then Nightmare difficulty, did a few tries with the Volatists. I think try number 5 was when we finally managed to actually survive, and then I did a little bit of a challenge with Merek, going for a Order Knight only build with a few pikemen, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe we didn't even have pikemen. Anyways, so that was like an interesting challenge build, and currently we are working towards 8.8x, as I mentioned, and hopefully, well, in time, hopefully we can do that.
Make way.
And we actually found wood, which is actually huge. Okay. Man, so many great games. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I don't remember the intros of most of my videos, but man, so many amazing strategy games coming out. It's actually crazy. I know that the player base in general isn't that big, so you cannot really say that strategy is back in general, because for that you would need like a crazy ass player base. But just look at the amount of games that are coming out, even on this channel. I mean, just checked out Nordhold. We have just checked out Heroes of Might and Magic. Excuse me, the Olden Era. Dude, that is promising. I'm not gonna say anything because it's 2025. And we know what happens in 2025. In 2025, no company wants to take any risks, so they will just scrap any project that seemingly is risky to their bank account, essentially. So I don't want to say anything. Hopefully that will not be the case. Hopefully they will meet their expectations and they can keep going with Heroes, because that is just so amazing, man. Heroes game that's very similar to Heroes 3. Like I said in that video, I didn't want to judge it based on how much it can replicate Heroes 3, because that is just I don't think that's a good way of looking at it and approaching it in general. Say how much can you actually replicate an already existing like cult classic, an absolute classic of a game. That's not really fair to it, but it does seem to be promising, I gotta say. So I just hope the devs can stay in it. It's not really up to them, it's more like the publishers. I hope they can stay in it and make something fantastic happen. Had a ton of fun. I am planning on playing it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on video, which if I wanna... I might, you know what, if you like single player stuff, sure, you can make that happen as well. Okay. Squeezing in another one of these lumber camps will be actually fantastic over there, maybe. Split these guys up. You guys need to come back. Okay, pretty good. So yeah, Nordhold was also fun. Just to bring a few more topics in. Very nice tower defense game. I mean, it's the complexity and also the game flow. It's really difficult to always like how do you call that, but it's really the game flow that is very well balanced. Always something is always happening, which I love about games when they pace it in a way that something always happens. Oh shit! Oh, that's Merek or Edwin. Never mind. So yeah, something always happens, which is fantastic, and then the amount of complexity in the builds you can go with, and I still haven't even unlocked probably the majority of things, which is insane. I mean, I don't have too many hours in it. I'm not saying that, you know, like I think
Our defenses are under attack.
I don't know, like 5 or 6 hours or something. Probably a little bit more than that, but whatever, you know, you get the point. I'm not saying that that should mean that you have unlocked everything, but still, the fact that I haven't unlocked so many things is actually insane. And the way you can combo things, I mean, you guys just need to take a look at it, to be honest. It's fantastic. Loving it. I do want to bring some variety to the channel. I did talk about this a lot back in the day, because although how should I say this, publicly it may seem that this is an Age of Darkness focused channel. If you just look at the name of the channel or the description or anything, this was never meant to be a purely Age of Darkness channel. It just happened to what happened to be is the Age of Darkness was like the first big series that really kicked in. Like the actual real series, the real first series on the channel was Age of Mythology campaign walkthrough. Did okay-ish. I mean, for a brand new strategy channel, I was completely happy with the results. But it was really Age of Darkness that started kicking in, because for whatever reason, I mean, I have no idea. It's the magic of the YouTube algorithm, I think, because I was never able to figure out, even on my old channel, kind of like an archive channel at this point, like what is actually the reason some of these series kick in and some of these don't. But I mean, whatever. I've realized that fighting, or understanding, to be more precise, understanding the algorithm is like the dumbest thing you can do, because there's like absolutely no point in doing so. You just need to keep putting out videos that you enjoy making, and that's really it. And then let the algorithm do the thing. I mean, a very fun fact, while we're waiting around for the damn veil to go, is on my old channel, which is youtube.com/@viptide, a walkthrough I made of Portal. Fantastic game as well. But the interesting thing is that video got picked up by the algorithm a few days ago. Now the fun fact is that video I published in 2021.
Right away.
Yes, you heard that correctly. The video I published in 2021 is getting picked up now. So that's why I mean, bro, don't try to understand the YouTube algorithm, because it's just impossible to do so. That was insane. I mean, I just looked at it, because I do keep an eye on that channel. It's just I'm not uploading because there was so much variety that there really wasn't any point in continuing that, because that really didn't give much of a theme for the whole damn channel, unfortunately. When you have that much variety, I mean, I had multiplayer games, I had walkthroughs of Half-Life, I had walkthroughs of StarCraft, which I will have walkthroughs on this channel as well. I had walkthroughs of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on Realism difficulty. I had walkthrough on Titanfall 2 on Master difficulty. I had Age of Empires 4, which also just for whatever reason got picked up so much by the algorithm that it just went fucking crazy. And if you just do a search on YouTube, Age of Empires 4 walkthrough, you will probably find it in the first 2 results, which is okay. Why that happened, I have no clue. I didn't even play it, which actually the fun fact is I didn't even play it when the game came out. I did the walkthrough about 1.5 years after Age of Empires 4 got released, and still the algorithm was like, you know what, better late than never, and it just, you know, did that. Weird shit all across the board. That's all I can say, honestly. So yeah, I'm not even sure how I ended up with this topic, but whatever, we had some topics to talk about, because the opening of this game is the same as always. So if you just look at any of the Nightmare difficulty victory runs, then you will just see the general idea of what I go for in the early game, and you can go from there if you're interested in some tactics. We can put it over here, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm clearing this just a little bit so that we don't get swarmed by these guys. I think if we go back, fall back a little bit, let those come to us, then we're going to be in a good position. I think we opened the map pretty much as far as we should have. I don't really want to open more choke points because in general that's never a good thing early on. Okay, I think we can chill over here with Merek and then another spearman, and actually let's check out over here. I mean, this will be open for sure, but we can build that up later. I just want to secure like the outlying locations. Okay, and the next pop will have the keep upgrade as well. Went for a little bit of a greedy early game eco this time around, but it's hopefully going to be fine. Okay. Yeah, this is securable. Except we don't have enough resources to actually build something, so we actually need to get out of here. This is already a good choke point, that's why I didn't push that any further. Here we have 3 lines, so none of those are going to be attacked by nightmares during the death knight. That is, I think I'm going to just move a soldier over here and then move an archer, and that should be enough to hold that. I'm just stationing these 2 units over here just in case those nightmares are going to follow us, and they probably will, let's be honest. Then we can probably even put down a few of these just for vision's sake, like so, and then we can further expand this and then close this up eventually. Okay, and from this point on I really just want a training hall, maybe even 2, I don't know. Oh, that was yeah, until this goes up. This is a little bit problematic. Okay, no worries, no big worries, that is. Let's do a little bit of patrolling. I mean, Edwin can patrol into that for sure, it's not really a problem. Let's grab a training hall very soon, once we have the wood to do so. And okay. Could go for the lodge. Yeah. Hopefully I did the math correctly. Yep, okay. I wanted to see if we have enough for the lodge and also a training hall. Okay, probably getting that stone is also going to be interesting, or we should probably do that. This is going to be a few more food huts. I mean, if I had known that we were able to capture this much area, then probably I would have got the farm upgrade sooner. But it doesn't matter now. Okay. So as last time, we're not going to go with the braced walls just yet. Instead, I'd rather go with momentum. Unless, wait, these guys don't actually cost stone. Okay, so then we can go with momentum, and we don't have to worry about not having stone for the braced walls, because we are not going to go with the braced walls. Okay, instead, I mean, if we just say that we can ignore this area for the time being because we have so much waterfront, then what we actually could do is go for a farm very, very quickly. Do we have a lot of area that is not illuminated, so I'm thinking maybe maybe the firewood upgrade would also be a good call here. That just seems like it's going to be a waste of money early on. No, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start upgrading, because we have a ton of pikemen queued up. Well, not a ton, but you know, we have quite a few pikemen queued up. We should be good. Plus we have the 2 tankiest heroes in the entire game, so overall, over Death Knight number 1, if we can get a few extra damage with some pikemen, then overall we should be in a good position. Other factions is a little bit more tricky, but I think with the order, this early game part is actually quite straightforward. Okay, let's it's gonna be from up there. That's actually one of the best locations that it could have happened. Okay, let's just surround the tower. Okay, let's gather everyone in the middle and keep an eye out for the annoyance waves. They could come from anywhere, by the way, I think. Would be the best if they actually came from up top. Okay, let's keep an eye out. So I just want to gather everyone in the center to replenish the armor. The 2 soldiers are not going to participate in the defense, so we can just move them in locations where we kind of need to defend. I think this is overall the worst position. Okay, there they are. Okay, they're actually coming from where the Death Knight is going to come from. That's nice. Okay. So yeah, I think both soldiers. Do you have the other soldier over here? No, the other soldier is over here. Okay. I mean, these kind of also need to be defended. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay, yeah, let's grab a farm. Then we can put down a big farm over there.
The light burns strong.
Okay, 2 archers in the tower for armor penetration. Plus, we can grab Fury, which I believe I forgot to do in one of the runs. I think I might fill this up with some food huts, actually, because partially for vision, partially because we actually ran out of food, which I didn't think that was even possible, but apparently it is. Okay. And since nope, so I do like queuing up a unit and then going for whatever else I want to spend my money on. This is going to be a problem. They're definitely going to spawn in there unless we can squeeze in a few dwellings. I think I'm actually going to do that. And then we could even... We could go for the fire sconce upgrade. I mean, shit, I just don't know if I want to invest so much into securing these locations early on. Or at least lighting them up. I think we need a few more soldiers, to be honest.
What do we kill first?
Yeah, pikemen. Pikemen shouldn't be there at all. Let's actually put down a little bit of a wall piece over there. Yes.
Complete.
You are ready. Well, this will definitely be harassed, so for sure. Oh yeah, we don't have the food to do so. Okay. Let's grab more pikemen. Research is done. Okay, so we can pop down a farm over here. This is secured. That up there is not secured. We could take the chance of not moving units over there. Okay, so you will have to patrol this. I mean, okay, we might lose that, but I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal.
The dark encroaches.
Overall, what do we have? Actually, what we have is an opportunity to pick this up. If we had some vision. I mean, this guy is blessed or whatever. Okay, 6. Okay-ish. That actually incorporates both of them. Huge. Okay, next spot we could put down a farm, but we won't have vision, so it doesn't really matter. Few more soldiers just in case, because these locations are bound to be shit on. Because they are going to spawn in these locations. I mean, this, especially this one down here, is... I mean, if we have a little bit of wood, I might just put down a tower over here for visions. It's a complete waste of money, but I mean, shit, I don't want them to be spawning right over here. Okay. And then this other soldier can take this path over there. You can patrol that. Okay, well, hopefully we're gonna be secured. I don't think we'll have problems with the Death Knight. Okay, let's see. On major occupied buildings have a 75% chance to spawn nightmares when destroyed. Okay. Still better than spawning nightmares when a unit would come out. You know, and you would lose the unit. That is just horrible. I mean, there are a lot of like horrible malices in the game, but that is one of the worst ones. Okay, so yeah, we're getting a little bit attacked over here, so this is what I said, that I'm gonna be harassed in these locations for sure. 28 in a very secured position very early on. Not the best, but I am going to go with it.
Hey, send me to battle.
Okay, we could have picked up 2 more archers. I think it's kind of late now,
Eager and willing.
but let's go for it. And then these locations for some fish is gonna be fantastic. Shit, might even grab momentum too. Oh, that was a little bit left. If I had picked this up sooner, then we would actually have enough. We would have had enough for momentum 2 before the first wave comes. That can be big, actually. Okay, a little bit of extra padding, if you will. that we can just go in, like I said, because these guys are actually tankiest. And we now have a ton of pikemen. The only thing we need to worry about, really, is to not be the first in line of sight for the spitters. Because then the spitters will just start attacking us, and we don't need that. We want the spitters to come as close as possible. Or at least not aggro onto us. And by us I mean the heroes. Yep, like that, so that the towers can get to work. Okay, we can put that in there. As soon as the towers do their job, then we can just start pushing out. Okay. Okay, probably going to lose both of the towers. Yep. Probably, but actually. Okay, poor pikeman. Just run back with pikeman dude. Okay. Merek is about to level up. It's probably a good idea to send him tanking. I just really don't want to invest all that much in the first defense. Okay, both heroes are unfortunately quite low. I think we can get a nice stun off. With Merek like that, okay. And now we need to be... Now the real fun begins. Yep, like that. And that. Oh, they just came out of nowhere, quite literally. Okay. Yeah, let's just run back. At least they're secured up top. Okay, and that is going to be big. Going to lose these guys probably. Let's grab momentum too. Lost the food hut. I mean, if we're only going to lose the fruit hut, and maybe not even lose this soldier, then I'm going to say that this was actually very good. And I think overall that is going to be the case, because I don't see anything else. Okay, I'm going to go with an early trade bazaar, just to force myself to go with that. So I always forget to do so. Let's grab another storage, just here for storage sake. Okay. And we are actually in a good position. Okay, let's replenish all this armor. And then... Yeah, let's not forget to build up the fishing port over here, over here. I mean, over there, over here, yes, if we take out the elite nightmare. If not, then I'm just not gonna worry about that. Okay, nothing spawned over here, nothing spawned over here either. I think we push this... I mean, maybe pushing this first is actually a good call. Can grab these two guys over here. We can rebuild that tower because eventually we are going to need it.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's take both of those archers and just start pushing out. Okay, so we're gonna have the trade bazaar, and we can build up a fishing port. Actually, one of you guys can spot for me. I'm 35. I mean, I would take that right off the bat. Yeah, so this is blocked. I didn't realize that was actually blocked, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to run around quite a bit.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
Okay, let's see what is going to be the best here. Do some damage. 2 minutes on the clock. Not bad. Oh, level 2s. Okay, so we kind of need to start thinking about this. Thinking about a future. What do we want over here? 43. Okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't put down that other one, because that is actually a big difference. Okay, just start attacking. It's a good thing with the orders, because we have so many tank units. Well, more specifically, the 2 heroes and then pikemen is normally what we go with. You really don't have to worry about like what's happening in these battles unless you start going for those level 2s, for example. Holy shit, excuse me. I was just absolutely shocked by the amount of iron that we picked up. Okay, then we are gonna go with the refined workshop. Guys, I remember what it was called right at the bat. Insane. Okay. Oh, this actually leads back over there. Interesting. Do we have any more things we need to upgrade over here? No. We can make a few houses in this location, especially this one. That is a big spot. Okay. Let's run back, and after that, let's go with the fire sconce. Maybe fire sconce first. Yeah, would have been better. But it doesn't matter now. Okay, this is gonna be another fishing port. Okay, good. We are patrolling over here. These are very good wood lines.
What do we kill first?
Wow, Merek's jump mark was actually down there. It was insane. Okay, let's send back Edwin. Edwin is not up to form today. He's taking a lot of damage. Split these guys up, and this is about as much as we have to worry about. Okay. Okay, that's not actually a problem. You can attack, bro.
Our buildings are under attack.
It's not said you have to take damage.
More training?
Okay, pathing was a little bit interesting over there. Could go for a fire sconce. This is a little bit annoying. I can pop that down. Could put down a tower over there just to
What's the hold up?
light up the path, but I don't feel like spending 150 gold for that. Although there is kind of an argument to doing so. No, because okay. Huge fail, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that was shit. I thought that would illuminate the path a little bit more. I mean, probably would if we bring an archer over there, no?
Aye.
Because essentially my thought process is I don't want to lose out on that 1.5 minutes
Eager and willing.
of not putting down that, because this is probably going to be a huge fishing port, right? That would probably mean a lot more houses and such. Plus we're really screwed on area in general. So yeah, I think this actually makes sense, especially if we can get something. Yeah, 47. What's with this 47, man? Are they a fan of Hitman or something?
Yeah.
Everything is 47. I think the previous run everything was 47, or at least very close to 47. Now it's 47. Okay. We could illuminate this. We kind of need to if we want to fight the Elite Nightmare, I think.
What do we kill first?
Oh, it's just a crawler. Okay, so next night, absolutely.
Hey, don't touch the speed.
That's not going to be a problem. Once we have enough food, we can actually do a lot of things. We could actually expand on our economy. And by that I mean go for a very early trade bazaar. Early for me. I never go this early for a trade bazaar, but I do want to do that this time around because we didn't find any iron just yet. 13 wood from that, that's actually good. Now we have a ton of food, perfect. Just make sure to not block the path because that's going to be awkward. Okay.
I was born ready.
Very good. Okay, let's grab all our units. I mean, we could build this up. That is a huge area down there. I actually want to see what's over here. Like, does this actually lead us back to that other location?
Send me to battle.
Because this we cannot build just yet because of the Elite Nightmares totem. Ooh, very close. Can actually build something over there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think next one is also going to be a trade bazaar. Very trade bazaars this time around. Okay. You can come back over there. Thank you very much for the vision. Oh, level 2's here as well. Okay, so probably want to start pushing there next time around. Oh wow, that's actually a big army. Well. Question is, how are we going to well, this is going to illuminate it, okay. I'm just thinking how should we illuminate the location of the crawler. Let's grab Fury 2 just to spend a little bit of money. Could have been spent on that trade bazaar. Yes, this does actually circle back around. Okay, that's perfect. I think we are in dire need of ballista towers at this point. Okay, that's... Yeah, Edwin, I don't know what's up with you today. But this almost dying is not... I mean, look at Merek. Take Merek as an example. He's literally not even taking damage. But you, Edwin, you are just all over the place. Okay.
We stand and
Okay, to be honest, there's like a lot of axemen around the place. 'Cause we need to do like probably 2 more strafings to ignore the spitter. Okay, and then 2 seconds in we can grab a stun off, except it's going to be a little bit late, unfortunately. So we got an extra shot off that we probably didn't want to happen, and these are also level 2s. Okay.
We shall not waver.
So let's see. Good thing we don't have the malice that says we're gonna continuously lose health for the units that are horrified. This would be closed up, that would help.
Right away.
But you know what happens when I say that something is closed up.
Research complete.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Probably this. Okay, and everyone is now horrified. Okay, let's just roll back a little bit. Trade Bazaar number 2, I think... Man, I'm really pushing this. I am going to block something that I don't want to block, but, you know, let's go with that. And we can go with another storage. Even if it's in the middle of nowhere. That was also kind of pushing it, not gonna lie. Oh. Why are you there?
Master in the making.
Okay, unfortunately we don't have the armor for this fight, so we actually have to go back to the keep and get the armor going. Repaired, that is. Okay, fish, which is good. Braced walls, sure, I mean we can queue that up. Not really an expense at this point. Okay, you guys grab that armor. Except for you, you are not grabbing that armor.
Ready.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. And our trade bazaar is slowly, yeah, actually very slowly working towards our iron.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
Okay. Let's head down there, let's clear this out, because that will equal an entire fishing port plus whatever food we can grab from that position. So that's going to be very good. And then these tree lines down here are going to be super helpful. I think I'm going to send Merek forward. So far he is the MVP.
Make way.
And this is why it's good that we have actually cleared this location, because now we don't have to worry about a lot of extra units. We don't have to worry about the elite nightmare. Let's go for a very quick stun. Like that. Okay, that might be contested, but honestly I don't even care. Look at that, Merek is not even losing his armor, but Edwin is, because Edwin is getting focused.
I'm already there.
It's not his day.
Research complete.
Okay. 33. I think somewhere down there is going to be better. I'm just gonna hold off on that. Yeah. So I mean, these are level 2s. I don't really want to solo that with any of the heroes.
With haste.
Let's just grab these guys. So I don't want to solo that. These are level 1s. I mean, technically it would make sense just to take one hero and some of these pikemen and actually just go ham on this location up top, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be contested. I'm just looking at the minimap, it's very close to our starting position. Kind of makes sense that that wouldn't happen. Another trade bazaar, check that out. Man is going crazy on trade bazaars today.
Master in the making.
One over there. Speaking of trade bazaars, it's always a topic of discussion and some confusion, to be more precise. If I can find some of the timestamps of my previous videos where I actually talk about them, or I can just talk about it in the next 40 minutes. So essentially the way the trade bazaar works is it accumulates resources as such. But the confusing part, at least for some beginners, the confusing part is that it doesn't just accumulate resources that are in its radius. So for example, here, this is a perfect example. Stone is in its radius, but still it started accumulating for all 3 resources. If there is a resource in its radius, it's just going to start accumulating more of that. And if you end up with the maximum stack, as you can see, we are a little bit halfway over wood. Then what happens is the trade bazaar will automatically start selling those excess resources, but the twist is it's going to sell it at a much higher rate than if I were to just click on, for example, sell iron right now. So if this were to be completely filled up on iron, it will start selling it, selling the excess amount, which would be worth more than if I were to just click sell iron right now. And that goes for all the 3 resources.
Research complete.
So if you're seeing me like trying to put the trade bazaar next to a resource, it's not because you have to put it there, it's just because that is normally a good thing. Like for example over here, this would be a good thing because that will boost the stockpiling of stone in this case. But this individually would still stockpile iron and wood next to stone. It's only that it's going to stockpile a lot more stone. What is the concept with you? I mean, where did you come from? Oh, these are pester waves. Oh, yeah, because we're that close to the next Death Knight. Check that out. Insane. We're already there. Okay, so I think we can establish that we're not gonna have any arbalists. Which means we can do this. We can clear this out very quickly. And then we'll just go for a bunch of archers.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, 19 from that, and that was also in range of the... No, that was only in range of the storage. Okay, never mind. Let's just light this up. Also want to light that up there. Okay. Not actually sure if it's such a smart move to actually push this area because it's very exposed. We can definitely see that. I mean, let's see how far we can take this. If not that far, then we'll just turn around and that's gonna be it. Because this is a potential location for the next Death Knight and subsequent Death Knights in the future, for sure. Actually, this is very much a possible area for that to happen, so that's definitely something we need to keep in mind. Okay. Oh, actually, never mind. I take that back entirely. Holy shit. Dude. Awesome. Except we don't have population, but I mean still, that's awesome. Okay. Why am I worried about not blocking that off? Sure, let's block this off. Now this is actually a fantastic choke point down here. In case the next knight would come from this location, that wouldn't actually be that big of a problem. Let's pop down another little farm. Actually, I do want to squeeze in a storage somewhere over there. I mean, at this point we are kind of committing to this position. Okay, spitter. Not good. Man, I was once again one, like, tick off of that. Okay, this is a much better choke point. These are probably level 3. No, they're still level 2. I swear, bro, the low graphics level 2s literally look like level 3s. No way, those are also level 2. Crazy. Okay. Okay, we can chill out over here, I'm pretty sure. Maybe that big of an issue. This is a wood line, so normally they don't really push wood lines, but okay. Let's secure that. You guys can secure this. We have a little bit of extra population that we can burn into that. Some more food we can put in here. And that is a total of 7 iron. Now we could grab some iron from the trade bazaar as well. But at this point, there's not really a point in doing so. I'd rather just build up. Okay, you guys are a little bit too far. No worries, fire sconce is about to go up. Now those are... Oh. No, this is a bad position. Right. There's a very bad position, to be honest. Okay, this is nice. Could have pushed this. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, we don't know what the map is, so... There's not really a point in saying we could have pushed that. Yeah, of course we could have pushed that if we would have known that was a better position, but how would we have known that? Okay, this will need to be lit up so we can avoid some crazy bullshit. I think I'm just going to do that. Maybe a little bit of food even, and then a storage. Okay. Well, and well. 13 from there, nothing from there. Squeeze in a 10. We have so much gold, might as well do that. And let's of course make a crazy amount of archers. Wow, excuse me. Crazy amount of archers. Oh, you are maxed out, my friend. Okay. Yeah, once again, this is gonna be... This was essentially, you know, like a dice roll, coin flip, whether we should be pushing this or this. It's good that we found iron, but clearly this would have been the better position to push, so... Okay. We kind of lost that in that sense. I don't want to run back all that much, so I'm just gonna pop down a triage tent.
Archer ready.
Okay. Those also level 2s, that is insane.
Born ready.
That's also level 2.
Wait, I know this one. For the light.
Okay. And really, we just gotta work towards some archers, because we already have the braced walls. Could pick up the braced towers, but I mean that is still such an amount of stone that I don't really want to burn for this, because those would cost stone as well. 20 stone to be more precise. That would be a lot more archers, you know, and then we can just get away with the cheaper towers. Okay, eyes up. Please don't let it be this location. Wait. Oh fuck, both of them are gonna come from over here.
Archer ready.
Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about securing multiple locations, that's for sure. Well, this we do have to worry about securing. So I'm going to station just a few pikemen until the towers go up.
Archer ready.
Archer ready. I do like the sound of that.
What do we kill first?
Let's grab a few of you guys stationed over there, because who knows? We don't.
Eager and willing.
I mean, we could just light this whole thing up
Hey, don't touch the spear.
and station a few more pikemen over here. That's not the best.
Right away.
Okay. Holy moly, what was that lag, bro? I hope we're not gonna get to the... Okay, so I hope we're not gonna get to the level of the Nordhold video. I'm not sure if it was episode... man, which one was that? Episode 4 or episode 5, but the sound just completely bugged out, and it was like... I don't even know, it like was reverbing all over the place. It was insane to listen to. Hope that's not going to happen over here, because that is clearly an indication that something is bad. Wait, no, because this is a different PC. Uh-oh, then I'm just cursed. Even worse. Okay. Well, not okay, that is actually bad. Okay, good storage over there. Yup.
Archer ready.
Let's grab some of these. Let's sell as much as we can. Okay. So braced was a little bit further out. And then we can just expand on that with some normal walls. So we actually have to keep in mind that this is gonna be 2 waves.
Archer ready.
Yep. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Other than being terrified by the entire idea. I could of course burn this down in the future, so this isn't gonna be that big of a deal. Oh, imagine if you got the malice of doing the AoE damage, or getting the AoE damage. If something gets destroyed, and once again I'm putting down these bullshit walls. Yep.
I was born ready.
Even my own pikemen are laughing at me for that one.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, that's... I mean, the good thing is all this is secured. This is always questionable whether they're going to be pushing that.
What do you want?
Okay, let's put some people in here. Like, there's so many bad malices, right? Like, we have the malice for... reduced range of towers. That's also one. We have the one that explodes in our face. We have the one that turns our newly created units, where there's a chance of our newly created units being turned into nightmares right off the bat, so you're not only losing out on your units, you're also getting screwed because you're getting a nightmare appear. Like there's like so many... I mean, it's good variation, it's like a very good design in terms of complexity, yeah, but that's not really the point I'm trying to make. It's just these are good ideas in general. You know what? It's also a good idea to putting down this damn fishing port finally. Okay, this is a very secured position for 33. I'm gonna go for that. I mean, we can even stretch this, although that's a little bit risky. Let's rally a few pikemen down there. At least we're gonna have a little bit of food. Okay.
What now?
Now this, I'm not sure if it's because I was playing a lot of Nordhold recently, which is a fantastic tower defense game, but I may have overdone this location because that just looks insane, guys. Now, did I misread this, by the way? No, it is actually going to connect. Okay. Okay, yes, it is going to connect. Perfect. Okay. So we can't really utilize our heroes, but that's okay. I'm actually very much inclined to go with Eyesight 3, but no, I don't want to overdo it. Let's get a few upgrades of these inner wall pieces. Then we can still cover the entire location with some of these. Yeah, this is an insane amount of archers.
What do we kill first?
Yeah, okay. So, this is once again a strategy that I always talk about, is at this point there's really no point in like overdoing defense or even going for even better defense. I'm just, oh, by the way, sorry, I'm gonna get back to that. All military upkeep is increased by +2 gold, thank you very much. That just screwed over our entire economy. Okay, great. So yeah, one thing that I've learned not to do is just overly focus on defense. If this is not enough, then it's not enough and you're screwed and that's it. That's kind of the mindset that I'm going for, which means that I'm not going to focus on this position anymore. Whatever happens, happens. If we lose, then we lose. Okay. Well, it's not okay, but you get the point. It's nothing to really start trying to fix at this point. You know, we should have... If this isn't enough, then we should have just prepared sooner, and that's really the conclusion. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on this just to see what happens, but ultimately I want to go... just look in the future. And just, you know, like go for the refined workshop, which is something that we will absolutely need for the next run. Maybe get the braced towers so that we can put down the beast towers in the future. And that's really it. So essentially I don't want to stress over this position. I do want to stress over how fast we can take out the Crusher dude. And actually, speaking of the Crusher dude, we might be able to stun him if he gets a little bit close. I'm not sure if that was a stun, but something happened. These guys are getting horrified. Okay, let's just hold position. I don't want to be pushing out because... Yes, this is open, but I still don't want to be pushing out because I want the aggroing to still be on the walls, preferably. And preferably Merek, who's currently there in the front lines. Oh yeah, and we have 2 Elite Nightmares, of course. I was like, yay, we took out the Elite Nightmare, guys. We are in such a good position. Then, of course, the second Elite Nightmare comes, which might even be the first one, actually, because it's a crawler. Okay, we can just push this. Now, of course, the ultimate question, as always, is where is a spot, maybe like that will just... Because this one wouldn't just spawn like 2 or 3, this would actually spawn a whole pack of nightmares. Okay, what's over here? Nothing. We survived that.
Research complete.
Okay. Well, uncharacteristically quiet, isn't it? Usually, when all the nightmares go away, it's like you're getting attacked and the minimap keeps fucking flashing and all that. Now it's not the case. Okay, nice. Let's pick all this up. More iron, even better. And then we can immediately go with... Now the good news is we can immediately start working towards Arboreals, which is fantastic because we just had a Death Knight. So that is always nice to see. Let's start pushing in this area. I think there is an argument towards... Well, I mean shit, we would lose out on all these towers. It's not the end of the world, but you know, it's 150 and 10 and we have... I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's exactly 1500 gold that we would lose, and 100 wood. I mean, that's just irrelevant. I take it back. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. Okay. Ooh, that's also very much stretching it. Ooh, that's also bad, dude. Okay, we can still go around, or I can just... I mean, I don't know. Or I just put this in the middle of nowhere and be done with it. Okay. Now the good news is they're actually coming from here, so that means everything we're we can put a ton of things over here next to it, so that won't be harassed. Okay. Let's grab these and then these. This might be stretching it or pushing it. Pushing the limits of that position or whatever. 33. I'm just going to take it because I need the food. Let's go for our usual surrounding. We can actually go for a storage.
What do you want?
Okay, these are still level 1s, which is fantastic. There's also... Wow, we are so close to the edge of the map. It's actually insane. Okay, Arbalest time. Perfect. Should we? What should be the priority? I think bigger quarries, houses, bigger farms or walls. Or treasury. Bigger farms. The reason I don't want to go with the walls just yet is because, you know, you gotta ask yourself, what would you use it for right now? You know, like, what would we use the best walls right now? We're not gonna be building walls for 4 more in-game days, so there's not really a point in pushing for that. Okay, so our gold has tanked like this country's economic situation, so we kind of need to work towards that as well. This is insane, actually.
Ready when you are.
Good thing is we have a ton of food. Can utilize all that. Yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh man, we are losing a ton of gold. God damn. Okay, good. I'm just gonna build this up as much as I can. Oh, that was a good amount. Okay, I mean we can chill over here, sure. Because this is extremely guarded. Well, except for those very small pieces, bits and pieces. Let's just do this. This is kind of chill at this point. Oh, this would be nice to push as well. Yeah, a lot of things would be nice to do. Oof, it's so much. The problem is our current income of iron is so bad that yes, going for this keep upgrade would be fantastic. Oh, it's a stupid music again. I mean the music that just comes out of nowhere for no apparent reason. So yeah, I don't like going for the keep upgrade at this stage. Simply because of the fact that we could utilize that amount of iron for so many other things. I mean, there's an argument to not even pushing this any further, because why are we? What's the point? What are we getting out of that? Not much, in my opinion. So I think I'm just gonna log this down, actually, and get out of here. We don't need the units to hold this, at least. Maybe just clear this just a little bit so that they won't start annoying us, which you can actually start doing, kind of. Can kind of get around that low wood line. Okay, Arbalest up in action. Well, not all that much progress, is it? I think I might just squeeze that in for the sake of squeezing it in. This I don't like, because if a burster comes out, that's gonna be very bad. Actually, I might just rush. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. I might just rush for siege. Pre-night 2 siege. I mean in-game night. Before the 3rd death knight. That would be huge. Give us a ton of time to even build up some Impalers, which would come very much in handy. Of course, let's not forget about the Arbalest. But I'm going to prioritize economy at this stage, because that gold upkeep penalty that we just received is actually insane.
Research complete.
Let's just utilize these locations where we can squeeze in a few houses. Okay, and then, yeah, let's just go with that. 60 iron, man. 60 iron burn for that shit. I'd rather just upgrade, honestly, our quarries. Like, for example, this. Upgrade that. And you can upgrade so much more. can even upgrade farms if you need to. You can upgrade this one, for example. Okay, now this is what I was talking about earlier. Switching topics immediately. Is now the stockpile is full, as you can see indicated by the max label over there. And that means all the excess resources will start to be sold automatically, but at a higher rate. So at this point we are now making much better gold from the excess resources from the trade bazaar. Nice. Okay, not too much, all things considered. Is that a level 3? No, it's not. Let's burn it, let's stun it, let's do everything.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, now that is absolutely not worth pushing. But that's actually... Is that... Oh man, that could actually be closed up. Shit. I mean, we could...
Research
There is
complete.
no reason to not push until that point, for sure. Oh man. Okay, research completed. What do we need for that? We can immediately push it down, and this is indeed connected. Okay, well then we are not going to actually clear out that location. Okay, but very soon we're going to have some siege. And also the trade bazaar, if you put something nearby, a production building, unit production building, then it will actually build units faster. That's an also good use case for a trade bazaar. It's not the primary use case. I never go for that, you know, like putting stuff next to it. That's not really my primary goal. But it's a good thing to know, because you can play around that just a little bit. Okay, so these are level 3s, so generally my rule is at least 3 ballista towers at that point. Apologies. We're just gonna wait around here. See that go up. I'm not sure if anything is going to contest that position up there. Would be extremely annoying if they were to. But we can now come down here and actually take a peek at what's over here. Clearly this isn't closed up, right? Because this is where the Elite Knight or the Death Knight came from. Could upgrade that. Man, going for some bell towers already. That is huge. That can also hold positions very quickly. Oh, that's actually closed up, perfect. So if we can clear this out, then we can even build that up. Might not want to do that, because that will be in range of the Death Knights. Okay, now we really gotta start building up our Arbalest. Arbalest count. Level 1s, okay, we don't even have to look over there. This, I would say, is kind of secure. We can do a little bit of patrolling. Let's not block that entirely. Okay. Okay, so currently it's very straightforward. Ah, shit.
For honor and duty.
You know what, let's take these guys and take a look at what's on the other side of these wood lines. Simply because these are definitely going to be level 1s. Because they're very close to the base. But yeah, I mean, pushing this would actually make sense. I mean, the amount of resources that I said earlier is how much we would lose if we just rebuild the entire defense further down the line. It's not all that significant. Wait, the Death Knight came from over here, no? Wait, what? It came from that little spot over there. But that is a little bit interesting. The one of them came from over here, but the other one maybe up there. I don't know.
Aye.
Okay, next time then. So this is why it's amazing to have the farm upgrade, because we can now just go for some farm upgrades. Yes, I am going to screw up our additional income, but it's much better to not cap ourselves with not having enough food. Not having enough food is horrible. There was that very specific run way back. I think it was even during... No, that may have actually been during nightmare level runs, actually, where I think I was stuck for like around 3 in-game days, so almost an entire Death Knight cycle, because I didn't have food. So actually, you know what? I don't care about this defensive position
Yes.
at all. I'm just going to... We're just going to rebuild this. Because I want this big ass area. I want it for food. Okay, now this, like I said, is very questionable, but we will need to illuminate it at least. That's at least something that we need to do. These are still level 1s. We can do a little bit of cleaning.
Our defenses are under attack.
Spawn ready.
Oh, and look at that. They actually do come over there. Okay. Well, it is what it is.
Hey,
I
don't
think these
touch the
archers should target the strongest. Okay, Bellow towers would be huge, and so could Grand Ballista towers, and then we can even grab the Impaler research. We still have a ton of time,
Upgrade complete.
so that's the good news. Even if we weren't pushing out at all from this point on, big mistake by the way, putting down this mine because we just have a spitter over there inside the veil. Yep.
This is gonna be fun.
And it is a level 3 spitter. If it couldn't get any worse. You know what? It's probably worth sacrificing that mine instead of losing our heroes, but I mean, who knows? Maybe a little micro action can actually save us. What's over here? Annoyance. Okay, so that was a singular spitter. Caused us so much trouble. Okay. That is not a big deal at all. Would be nice to actually circle back, although those are also level 3s. Like, even though the unit I selected was actually level 2. Oh shit. Because they will
Our
immediately
buildings are under attack.
start pushing. Okay, very interesting position over here. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. Level 1s, okay. Love to see it. Okay, we are actually grouping our arbalists down here. Oh! Already annoyance waves are coming, what the hell?
I'm ready.
Okay. It was kind of interesting. I thought they would only arrive before the Death Knight. And that's not actually the case.
I am busy, you know.
Uh-oh. The system is dying, guys. Okay, a little bit of Hellbird action. Good. Okay, let's see what's up. Let's gather as much gold as we possibly can.
For honor and duty.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. Also kind of good up here. Oh, I don't want to build houses in that location, that's for sure. Oh, we can build a line of houses over here. I'm just looking for locations where we can build. Okay. So that is done. Perfect. We might have enough to immediately pop the Impaler research. Yes.
I stand
Okay.
prepared.
Good. So we can push this a little bit further. Down here is nice. Especially if this is closed up. Well, at least to an extent. Okay.
Stand in defiance.
I think we can work on our stone.
In position.
Or I mean, it's worth putting down a stone mine over here. Stone quarry. Okay. So these are still level 1, so we're probably going to be circling back over there. It's a big iron deposit. It's leading straight into... Oh, I see. So this is probably where Death Knight 2 came from, and this down here is where Death Knight 1 came from.
Send me to
I see. Or at least that's the theory.
What do we kill first?
Okay, these are level 2s. On paper, not that big of a deal. Elite Nightmare, big deal.
Research complete.
Big, huge deal.
Scouting ahead.
Okay, let's grab all the archer units. Focus on the rates. And then that spitter down there. Okay, yeah, these normal archers are actually getting destroyed. Okay, probably we don't need to be pushing that all that much. I mean, it's good enough if we pop down a farm. Like so. Okay, and just keep pushing this. Okay, just clean that up. Because we are going to have the elite nightmare peer over there. It's also good indication of we shouldn't be pushing that. Okay, that is somewhat secured. Oh shit, yeah, until that goes up we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle. Okay. And down there, of course. Okay, so Merek took a little bit of damage that healed our guys just up a little bit. Okay, yeah, locations like this is actually not too good. The good news is we are actually making progress regardless.
I see.
So it's not like this is holding us back entirely. This is definitely not good, especially that the next Death Knight is actually going to come from this position.
Your bidding?
Well, no, the previous two Death Knights are going to come from this position, so we have to build that up from scratch.
I was born ready.
Which means we are no longer doing that good on resources. I think I might not go with the Arbalists or the Impalers. Well, I'm not sure. How many Arbalists do we have? Not enough. Yeah, we need to work towards Arbalists. We need them for Death Knight 3 because that is just going to swarm us with Crushers. And that would ultimately be very bad. I think resource-wise we're... Or, I mean, production-wise we're actually in a position where we don't need even more training calls. It will be just more comfortable to have more of them, but ultimately we don't have the amount of resources that would allow us to build so much more Arbalists, so not really keen on putting down more training calls. Maybe just one over here because it's very close to the action. And it is going to be close to the action, right? Because this is where the previous two Death Knights are going to come from. Always. Actually, just giving it a bit of thought, if this is actually where they're going to come from, at least one of them, that is going to be kind of bad.
Well, this is gonna be
Very bad to be exact. You know what, let's grab an Impaler. Movement speed, Bulwark, and then let's go with another movement speed.
What's the hold up?
Because I do want at least some extra... This is knockback, yes. So I do want some knockback to start happening. Because that could potentially be huge, you know, 1 or 2 Impalers doing knockback against the Crushers that are coming in. That could potentially even... I'm not going to say that completely, like, save us, but that could be huge. I think I talked about this previously, but I'm not sure if this is actually an intentional indication of where the previous Death Knight came from. But this is clearly where they're going to come from. Or that's just a visual bug for something else. Okay, I think actually pikeman-wise we might not be doing great, but... Oh shit. Okay. When you hear that sound, it's GG. So pikeman-wise we might not be doing all that great. But we have alternatives for that. In the form of, I mean, even Impalers to some extent
Hey, send me to battle.
can't counter or replace pikemen. And of course we have the Grand Bellotars, which we have picked up as well. So this is something that I forgot to do last time around, which is before the Death Knight actually comes, I'm just going to save up resources, especially gold.
Master in the making.
Because remember, this time around we actually have to build up 3 defenses.
The ashes.
Okay. Now there is a high chance actually that they're going to come from this location, which is a little bit awkward.
The light burns.
So yeah, not having pikemen is not the end of the world. Not having arbalists is.
Fear not.
Okay, I'm just going to push this just a little bit, and then we'll see what's up. Okay.
Hey, don't
Down here
touch
actually
the
we have a
spear.
big army, over here as well. I think it's much easier to replace all these guys, but this is actually a huge amount of units that are just there, not doing anything remotely useful.
What? More training?
Okay, let's see what's over here. So, I mean, pikeman wise, yes, our numbers are not too good, but ultimately, the bell towers will help us out a lot in that regard. Then maybe pushing that is actually going to be a good idea in the future. Okay, always make sure to move the arbalest closer to the action, otherwise, because even if you're targeting like the strongest, if they're like very far away from the action, then the strongest to them might actually be the crawlers that are coming for your heroes. So it may look like they're not doing anything because all of them are going to start focusing on crawlers. So that's why it's always important to move them closer, which is yes, it's a little bit of a micromanages thing to do. Fortunately, that is the case. Now this is starting to look very weird, guys.
Ready to face.
There's no way they actually came from this position, right? I mean, Death Knight won. Man, I don't know. Okay, I think this is enough to aggro. We can just take this out and then head back home. Okay, because we're not going to do anything with this location, so why chance it? Losing a unit or anything. Losing a hero, for example, that would be pretty fucking bad. Yeah, we could go with one in single Impaler. Speaking of, yeah, I thought we actually built one up. Okay, a lot of fish by the sounds of it. And now we're actually going to do this smart and save up resources. We might not be able to save up all that much because we're kind of yeah, we're nearing the limit. Shit. Is this going to block everything? Probably not. Ooh, we are very close to the limit actually. There's no way they actually came from this low shit over here. I mean, even if they did, I'm not going to care. We need a little bit of extra storage. Yes. How much is this? Not the end of the world. We're gonna survive that. Should we snipe that dude?
Born ready.
If it starts targeting the pikemen, then there is going to be a pikeman lost for every single shot. That's why I'm just asking that question. I'm not sure if we actually need another Impaler, honestly. Up here, I think I'm just going to put down another training hall for the same reason. Would be nice to actually start building up some arbalists in this position.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, let's grab more arbalists and yeah, let's buy a piece of iron and grab a second Impaler. Sure. Okay. So like I said, pikeman wise, I'm not really worried because we don't need them all that much. Yes, we kind of need arbalists because of those guys.
For honor and duty.
Man, going with 16 iron pop.
For
Still,
honor and duty.
that is just bad. For honor and duty, down here is still extremely shitty, by the way. I'm just gonna put down one ballista tower. Make some defenses happen. Now we are doing way better in terms of arbalists. Yeah, we're doing absolutely insane in terms of arbalists. Real question is really the third Death Knight. And then how do we want to split our forces up
For
between the
honor
first
and
two?
duty.
Because I probably don't want like full on arbalists in the first two locations because that just seems like a waste.
For honor and duty.
Okay, we'll see. That's the extent of units that we are going to build. Not going to build anymore. Okay. Then we can just save up. Biggest was, I mean, we can still get it. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, third one. Wait. Yeah, it's going to be this one down here. Okay. And I didn't pay attention to the first two.
Your order.
Keck. We could actually burn a watchtower. But like, is there even a question? Honestly, like they came from here. So I mean, pretty sure one of them is going to come from here. The other one is going to come from somewhere over here. But I think that's a wood line officially. I'm just not entirely sure. Okay.
Your command.
First things first. Probably all the arbalists should come down here.
Without delay.
No, let's keep a few over here. Let's start building up a bellow tower. Yes. These can be upgraded. And new sets of walls in there as well. Okay. Then bellow tower.
Our
For-
defenses are under attack.
For some more AoE.
Who do we
Yep.
kill first?
Pester waves, good. The two impalers also come down here.
Upgrade complete.
Hey,
Like that.
don't touch the spear.
And like I said, I think that is not the path of the Death Knight, to be honest. But that is just going to be Death Knight number 2.
Face the dark.
So it really doesn't matter all that much. I'm going to grab some pikemen. That is enough to fill up this area over here with some pushback, or knockback. Okay. And of course, we need the towers themselves. The main things. Okay, let's just not block it off entirely. Okay, so the arbalists are on their way.
Hey, send me.
And these guys will actually need to hold off the remainder. Okay, I am going to sacrifice that
I am here.
farm. Let's do this.
Yes.
And once you get some resources. So see, I still don't have enough resources. And I just really hope it's going to be the left side over here. That's going to be the next one. I think we're at the stage where we need to start burning all of this. Okay, so this is going to be 2.
What do you want?
Okay, so pikemen over there. I think we kind of need a little bit more pikemen because I don't want to invest in like bellow towers up here,
Choose a target.
honestly. Okay, target the absolute strongest.
Guide my weapon.
Okay, I hope this is secure. Down here, so singular bellow tower, not the best, but we do have the impalers, which are also going to wreak some havoc.
Darkness is here.
And I don't think we can grab. Well, it would be an engine upgrade even, because
A master in the making.
unless we don't want to push with impalers, but I think I kind of want to do push with impalers. Okay, well, like I said, let's just hope that it's actually going to be this location. And not around, because that would be...
What's the whole?
Well, that would be over. If that is indeed the case. Man, I'm so sad I didn't pay attention. Okay, now that is actually pretty bad. It usually happens just before the Death Knight. Okay, well, let's see. We'll see where the path is right now. It's just that we wouldn't have enough time to actually build that up. I'm not sure if it was worth pushing to the left of that location, honestly. Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to be aggroed. And the other one... No, I got juked like a motherfucker. Okay, look at that. So actually, no one is going to come from this position.
What do we kill first?
God damn. Okay. Well, at least we know. Shit.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, just maybe, actually going for the watchtower, even if it's very early in the game, it probably would have made sense.
Upgrade complete.
It may have actually made sense. Okay, now this farm is in a very bad position. Okay, we do have some annoyance over there. probably cannot utilize our heroes in a meaningful way, so I'm just going to do this. Now I really hope that they're actually not planning on doing exactly that. I mean, overall, it's not
Buildings are
that's
under
not the
attack.
craziest. It's not our biggest problem right now. It's actually down here with these guys in particular. Okay, so unfortunately it will get a hit off, as it seems. And they are expanding from that position, okay. Okay, so that was the singular crusher that is going to come from this location. You guys can hold position up there. Okay. First Elite Nightmare down. Then we have the second one. Now down here, like I said, the biggest issue is currently is that they're expanding from the right hand side and didn't build big walls over there. Yeah, I mean that farm is really not in a good position. Okay, I mean I hope that is going to hold. Okay, let's get some burn going. Overall pretty good. We can just clear this out. Okay, we do need a lot more pikemen once we have enough food. Okay. Yeah, so on the right hand side there we're gonna need the bigger
Our
walls.
defenses
That's for
are
sure.
under attack.
Let's upgrade that. At least it will have some more defense. Okay, I think it also makes sense to just put down a training hall
Upgrade
down
complete.
here. Okay. I mean, like I said, we could go for Bulwark 3.
I'm ready.
Okay.
The light burns strong.
Yeah, we need to build up our pikeman situation.
Upgrade complete.
Because don't really have the resources for like the ultimate, you know, a lot of impalers and a lot of arborists. Okay, from what I can tell, it's gonna be one more crusher. Yeah, and then we need everything. Okay. A lot more food, that is for sure. Man, this really screwed me over.
Our defenses
Can
are
even
under
burn
attack.
this down. Okay, and we have the Elite Nightmare, which is an Axeman.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. Little bursters. Okay, I thought for a second that the bursters are going to be taken out.
Send me to battle.
Okay, we can roll back a little bit. Okay, well,
Right away.
yeah, that misread on top, that was... could have been game ending, I'm gonna be honest. Could have been game ending.
Master in the making.
So ultimately now what we want to do essentially is build up an economy that will allow us to train a bunch of arbalists and impalers. It's really like the biggest focus right now, because that will allow us to keep pushing with ease. Wow, and that does not help in pushing with ease. Okay, let's do something here. Yeah, probably not the best to push with this unit comp, that's for sure.
I was born ready.
Especially with so many spitters, although those are probably just level 2 spitters. Because they're a little bit smaller. They're also glowing, but they're a little bit smaller. Okay, more orbs. And then more impalers. Okay, so for that of course we're going to need food as well. Let's pick up all the fish. Fish, fish, fish. Okay. Very happy that I picked up the bigger farm upgrade. So now we can just upgrade a few, at least.
For honor
honor and duty.
Okay, like so. Plus we don't even have max population in this one. Look at that. Who should we take out? Not no one. Okay, actually here we have our arbalists mostly. I think I'm going to replace these guys with archers, just as we had them previously.
In position.
I think having arbalists in that position is a complete waste of army and resources in general. So I don't really like to do that. Well, this up here is a very good question. I would love to have some impalers to actually push that, but you know what? Let's just start pushing it. I know that this, well, not this one in particular. This down here would actually be the best one, partially because of that gold mine. That would be huge.
Upgrade complete.
How the fuck do I still don't have any? Oh yeah, because we don't have population to fill that up. Okay. So I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we were building a bunch of, like, you know, bigger farms, and yet I don't have population for anything. Or food for anything. Okay, let's just ignite those as much as we can. Okay. Well, actually, if we can just push it out this far, that would actually be enough. Okay. Let's get out of here. And let's make some more population. So we can build this up kind of. A little bit. And go down there. Might just leave, you know, these 4 pikemen just in case some really, really bad stuff happens up there. And it will, because they always know where you don't have units. That's like a general rule. Okay, we can send everyone over here. Yeah, population, iron and all that stuff. Night is already approaching. This is usually what happens after Death Night. I'm just recovering from the shock. This would be very well. It was kind of the same situation, right? But this would be nice to solve, in a sense. I don't know. Might just take some impalers. I mean, we could. Yeah, last time I said I'm going to keep all the units in the towers, because otherwise I'm just going to forget what the unit composition is. Now, what I'm thinking is, instead of doing that, well, not really thinking, is just right now I feel like pushing faster is going to be much more beneficial than preparing for the next Death Knight, because if we don't push them, we're not going to have enough resources to hold the next Death Knight, so ultimately it doesn't matter. Like, if I have this position set up perfectly and everything is fine and dandy, if we won't have the units to... Yeah, if we won't have the resources, then it's kind of screwed. And this is kind of what I said, is that they will start attacking in all these locations. I mean, this, I didn't expect that they would actually start attacking this. We probably need a bellow tower over there. Okay, more orbs, and then a lot more impalers, actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a bellow tower, because when they bunch up next to the walls, they actually start moving in this location. Okay, now we can finally help these guys out. Okay, yeah, a bunch of iron. We still don't have any iron, essentially. The 16 iron is almost like not having any, or it's very, very close to that.
Your bidding?
Okay, but this will be a nice push from this point on. What do we need for this? Oh, look at that, iron. Oh wait, no, we need an engine upgrade. Oh, look at that, iron. Okay. Oh, and of course, as soon as we, like I said, as soon as we move out, they're going to move in. It's like a general rule. Okay, let's try to snipe that very quickly. That was very quickly. Nice. Yeah, this is a problem. Good thing is we didn't really invest all that much in that. Yeah, we only have 2 iron mines, and only one of them is actually upgraded. Okay, we need to make big progress after the veil is gone
In position.
in pushing this location down here. And essentially pushing all the locations that are... Ooh, that's the very thing that's actually focusing on the farm.
And willing.
Otherwise, all these guys would be dead. So yeah, we need to
We shall not
keep pushing these level 1 locations and building these up as much as possible. Very soon. Okay, that is good, and I'm actually going to upgrade this, and that will repair it, essentially. Okay, this is also the edge of the map. Shit.
Upgrade complete.
Well, it is what it is. That big iron mine up here. I think I'm just gonna grab it like so. I don't want to push this defense any further again. Like, you know, building it up after that.
By your will.
Oh man, this will be so nice to hold, actually. This location down here. I mean, just lock it down with some ballista towers.
Your command.
I was born ready. I serve.
Okay, I was about to say, it seems like many of these guys aren't actually attacking. Okay, maybe we can find some iron over here. Just maybe. Let's start pushing over there. Okay, and then of course concussive shot, the ultimate. The ultimate badass thing. Is going to be our goal for the Impalers in the long run. Because that combined with the knockback is just insane. Now that was a beautiful set of houses.
Make way. Here we go again.
Yeah, so we're going back to the basics with this build. At least have something for Nightmare 8.8.
Wait, I know this one.
I mean, up top,
For the light.
I really shouldn't be worrying about up top. Simply because there we only need a few normal archers and rebuild the walls that we have lost. That's really all we need. We don't need anything fancy. So by that I mean this unit that I'm currently carrying, essentially. This will most likely almost entirely go to the location over here. And then of course the next Death Knight location as well.
I go.
Okay, big farm.
We stand in defiance.
Okay, we're getting close to boxing in
Very well.
this location.
Hey, send me to battle. Ready to face the dark.
Okay. I don't feel like I'm ready to face the dark, honestly.
What do you want?
Now holding this is gonna be an interesting one. Well, Edwin has his little shield, so might as well send him in. Okay, that was a pretty good amount of damage, honestly. Okay, let's light up the Wraith.
Lead with purpose.
Our defenses are under attack.
Yep. And unfortunately we cannot reach it, so this is why I said that was probably going to be a temporary little outpost. But I really don't want to like rebuild the entire location again. The entire defensive line.
From the ashes.
Okay.
What's the hold up?
But that's not too okay, but it was bound to happen. Let's do this. Grab a few Impalers. When of course this is going to chain because of 15% chance for crawlers to spawn. No? Villager occupied, there are many. The first one. Oh shit, where are my Impalers? Oh, down here. Okay. I'm sure we can probably send everyone over here if it's not going to be sent through enemy lines.
I am busy, you know.
Okay, and then let's check this out. Man, there's gonna be so much iron to grab that engine upgrade for the Impalers.
What do we kill first? Hey, don't touch the spear.
Okay, focus on us, not the Impaler.
Right away.
Okay.
I stand prepared.
Could go back a little bit. Check out what's to the left. Okay, just no bursters, please. No bursters, good. You could check this out. I'm pretty sure it's going to just circle back over here, but we can grab a gold mine, which is actually going to be huge for several reasons. One is the fact that we have this bullshit price of loyalty. Oh, we have this many Impalers. How nice. You know what, I'm just gonna save up some iron right now. Because I want to get the upgrades for the Impalers, because really that concussive shot is huge. That is just insanely good. I mean, that is going to go around, but that's fine, because by the time it goes around, we'll probably be already clearing this spot. And then we can just circle back over here, level 3 spitter. Because, of course... Yep. And exactly what I said, that we are already here. Good. Yeah, we need the gold. I went with that. And look at that, iron deposit. And this is level 1. It was also bound to happen considering how close it is to our main base. And it was also bound to happen that this location would be extremely easy to clear out. That would be a nice thing to have, but unfortunately that's going to block that entire path. And I am not a fan of that one. Not one bit. Let's grab the Grand Ballista Towers. We only need gold for this. It's probably worth it. Get the 10 iron coming in. We're so close to the edge of the map. Piece of shit. Yeah, but that was entirely my fault. Level 1 spitter, and it was a level 1 spitter who took out that fire sconce. Yeah. Yeah, I know I keep saying my rule is to not build unless it's cleared, and I'm not doing that. So I'm not doing it again. I'm consistently not doing it. Okay, let's go for that spitter. Actually, just burn it, stun it, everything. This could be a farm. Fast farm.
Research complete.
Okay, point of interest. Good thing it's not nighttime.
With haste.
Okay, now the super duper big problem right now is this entire location down here. Exactly.
I'm already there.
Because we either go back or we just send a few pikemen back, and we are sending a few pikemen back. Look at that. Oh shit, level 1s, look at that. Crazy. Okay, well. Engine 3 will have to wait. Do we even need Engine 3, honestly? Or should we just go with Fury 3? It's actually a bit of a pickle right now, yeah, because I'm not sure if engine is actually worth it, because it's not like, you know, the Impalers are not catching up. Or they're like staying behind or something and we need to wait for them. I don't know. I mean, the crazier like engine build is definitely with the Rebellion. because the rebellion has faster archers in general, plus the hunters are in general faster than the arbalists, so that's like, you know, like a double factor of being faster in the first place. And you really gotta need that engine upgrade in order to keep up with the pack when you're playing the rebellion. But this, I mean, we are extremely slow, right? So I don't think it's necessarily necessary to pick that up. Okay, can you just attack Edwin, please? Yes. Good. You can fall back just a little bit, get some shots off. Okay. More orbs. And more impalers
Target.
to reinforce this position. And then we have 2 more days. Tough one. Tough one this is. I don't know what I just pressed. Hopefully nothing bad. Okay, 1 second. Okay.
For honor and duty.
So what's the game plan here?
For honor and duty.
Well, this, yeah, patching this back up is not really a big deal. It's more like, imagine if that was a hero.
Alright, I'm moving.
No way we saved that arbalist.
Guide my weapon.
2 HP, fuck yeah. No one gets left behind, dudes.
Your bidding?
Oh shit. So yeah, patching up that position
I was born ready.
is not really a big deal. It becomes a big deal if suddenly the third Death Knight would also come from that same position. Now that would indeed be horrible, because we are not prepared for that. By the way, are we current? No, this is meeting the current record that we have, no? Of 3 Death Knights with the order. I'm not going to count the Voltus run because that was just insane. Yeah, I think this is as far as we got.
Hey, send
Why am I here, by the way? I mean, I'm literally not guarding anything by just staying there. So stupid. Okay. I think one of like the bigger challenges, or quite possibly the biggest challenge of Age of Darkness, is the fact that you don't really have the opportunity to practice the actual crazy part of the game. Like, I'm not going to say that the only crazy part of the game is the end game, because, you know, if you're just getting started, like we are getting started with like Nightmare 8.8, then even the first Death Knight is a challenge to some extent. So I'm not going to trivialize it like, oh, everything is easy except for the end game. But it's like that the end game is the one that you see the least, right? Because in order to see the end game, you actually have to get to the end game, which I know it sounds trivial, but you get the point, is that you're not going to see that all that often. That, for example, Death Knight number 1, obviously. So that kind of means that in order to practice the end game, it's almost like it's borderline a roguelike or a roguelite experience. So it's a roguelike experience, because you're not retaining anything other than essentially your knowledge of the game. And that's essentially how this feels, right? Is you're starting again and again and again and again, and that's how you do it. You try to get better, and then you get further. This is why I specifically love making this series and recording everything, because you can see that entire progress, all the way from veteran difficulty to so far Nightmare, and then now Nightmare 8.8x. You can see the whole thing unfold, essentially. Oh yeah, by the way, I had a voting of whether you guys want to see future attempts, or just upload, or I should just upload successful runs, and so far 100% of you voted for let's see all the attempts. So fuck yeah. I mean, I would have been open to both, but this is actually amazing. You guys want to see the whole story, essentially.
ready to face the dark.
Okay, is there a point in even being here? I mean, pushing this location, I'm not sure. Yeah, gold-wise, we're in such a shitty position, it's actually insane. Okay, at least this is closed up. Yes, nice. Well, actually, probably makes sense right now to burn everything on gold and just invest. What do these cost? I mean, they don't cost really things that we don't have. Might as well be building that up, except we don't have the food to do so. Okay, well, you know what? We are here. We are very close to the edge of the map. Might as well push this. Oh, shit. Now we gotta be focusing on multiple locations. Down there we have bursters, we are getting flanked from up top. We have spitters coming from down here. This is when it gets intense. Yep. And especially because we are pushing with the heroes. I think I said it last time around. I'm not gonna be doing the thing of just not pushing with the heroes for the sake of not losing the game because of that. If we lose the game because of that, then let's improve on that in the future. But I'm not gonna be like, because of course we could do that, right? Like just fall back with all the heroes, or both heroes, and just keep pushing with the actual army. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather micro them this much. Okay, nice. More Impalers, always nice, especially for pushing. Oh, this is starting to look like a very serious location down here. With this many spitters, it's usually an indication that something crazy is nearby. Or, you know, just the fact that it's the edge of the map. Oh shit.
Your orders.
Okay, well we are pushing, or we are falling back that much. Okay, at this point, I kind of want to start preparing this position for the fallout.
From the ashes. Here we go.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, finally. Fury 3. And critical cover. That is huge. And then we can even go with... I still don't know, like, if I really want to go with engines, right? What I do know is, I think I want to start falling back. At least to some extent. Oh man, and start saving up our resources again. These are filled with normal archers. I think we can afford a few more normal archers. Okay, let's do that. Hold on. It should be this hotkey, I messed that up. Okay, one more here. One more here. Overall, that's pretty good. Okay.
We stand in defiance.
I mean, technically all of this will need to be abandoned. Unfortunately, because these are not secured. But I don't want to stay there for obvious reasons. Let's just open that up.
Archer ready.
But we still have the 2 soldiers from the beginning. That is actually insane. I mean, can't we just station... I wonder, can't we just station a lot of these guys? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... it doesn't matter, honestly. Like, it doesn't matter because if there's a level 3 Wraith coming for us, then that is just going to absolutely shit on all the pikemen. So it really doesn't matter. So this is what I meant, is that this location will need to be rebuilt. I think we should probably get started doing so. Maybe over here we can still afford like these normal-ish kind of walls. Oh, now that's... well, that's really unfortunate. Especially because of that.
Hey, don't touch the
I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, so this is our main army. This is everything that we have. Let's see. Plus these guys who are apparently stuck for whatever reason.
In position.
Okay, I really didn't expect this to happen. Those 2 archers just casually going to snipe the elite nightmare. Okay, well you are close there, brother. It's going to be from up top, literally right up on our face. Okay.
Hey, send me to
Well. Not going to say that this is a pleasant experience. Okay, let's lock this down and then forget about this location's existence, because this is really not something that we need to focus on, especially now that we have critical cover. Overall, this should be good. Probably a bellow tower over here, and then just lock it down, and then, like I said, forget about all that. Okay, this is the pester wave getting cut off. Like I said, we are going to be losing out on so much stuff. Okay, now first things first. What we already have, this down here. Fill this up, like so. Try not to misclick. Okay, good. One more set of big walls over there on paper should be enough. So these are the arbalists that we had previously, but now they are, well, I'm not gonna say infinitely stronger, but I mean they are significantly stronger, right? Because now we have Fury 3 and we have critical cover. So they are indeed significantly stronger. Wow. Dude.
I was born ready.
And that means everything else
Hey, don't
should
touch
head up
the
top
spear.
over here. I did not expect them to come from this position, I gotta be honest. And once again, unfortunately, we won't have the resources to build this up. Yeah. This is literally the same situation as we had previously, which is simply not enough resources to build all this back up. Or I'll build that up from scratch, to be more precise. I think the other locations are gonna be fine. Because like I said, these guys have more firepower now. We are going to lose all of this, which is actually sad. This, I'm pretty sure, especially with the addition of that Grand Battle Tower, is actually going to be secure.
Eager and willing.
But this up here, like I said, if you're seeing that your next defense is worse than the previous defense, then it's probably already over. And this is exactly what is the case over here. Like, we don't have a single like ballista tower, we don't have a single bellow tower. Honestly, our iron income is just so incredibly shit that I'm not even surprised. Like, the fact that we are making 27 iron still. I mean, still as in only. That is just... that's usually game ending to some extent. Yeah, we could put down these walls, but honestly it's not going to make that big of a difference at all, because without iron and the AoE that comes from bellow towers, this is just over already. I can immediately tell that this is over.
Your bidding?
And I don't even think that this amount of arbalists or impalers can actually help us out. Although, I mean, if we can get a tight formation with the pikemen, so that means every single pixel is literally pikemen,
Your command.
then in theory you could get a knockback that would be enough to actually hold them back. Because the real problem up here is, I don't necessarily think is the arbalist count, although the arbalist count is pretty bad still. It's good that we have the critical cover and fury, for sure. But yeah, ultimately the arbalist count is pretty bad. Where did we lose so much food? Interesting. Yeah, I'm really not sure about this. And who is getting horrified and why? What? Why is someone getting horrified? Oh, because they took the fantastic route, guys. Yeah. Units lose health over time, but they're horrified. But you guys then are... there is no way these guys are actually going to make it to the bottom over here. But at this point, we don't have much to lose. Might as well save this if we can. Okay, they actually got taken out. I was about to say, if they survive that, then holy shit. Then a million holy shits for that effort. Target the strongest, please. Okay, so this is when the bellow tower is going to kick in eventually.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, here we unfortunately don't have that wall piece that I was talking about. but so I'm just going to build up some wall pieces behind it and be like that. Yeah, eco-wise, this so far is very bad, especially compared to the Volatil Strand, which I know I said I wasn't going to do because that just ended up being so amazing for whatever reason. Yeah. So getting knockback 3 and then concussive shot would have been pretty badass, not gonna lie.
Hey, send me to battle.
I hope they're not actually going to swarm this location. I mean, I know we don't have the Arbalests over here, but yeah, that was the only crusher over there.
Our defenses are under attack.
Okay, what's over here? Are we getting horrified in here, or? Oh no, there's a fire sconce. Okay, and second dude. Oh, there's also a farm. I mean, sure, let's upgrade it, why not? What's happening down here? Okay.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, it's that spearman attacking, I see. I mean, the knockback strategy might actually be working here, as insane as it is. Because so far they're only at the outer layers, which aren't even the big walls. The outer layer is just the braced walls. It's actually working out better than Death Net number 3. Oh, but now we have those guys, but we have the Impalers, thankfully. Very small amount of Impalers, but we do have them. We could actually move all these guys closer. Yeah, so if the row of pikemen is like so tight, which you can achieve with the formations. Actually, let me just show this because there's honestly not much we can do about it. If we're about to lose this, then we're about to lose this. So what you can do, you can hold down the right mouse button, and that will send you into the formation view, so you can see where you would set the formation of these units. But while you're doing this, you can actually use the mouse wheel, so as you can see, loosen or tighten the formation. So this is essentially what I'm using in order to pull the pikemans closer to each other over here. So just scroll until you have that very tight formation going.
Eager and willing.
Yep. So that's definitely something to keep in mind because it's very handy. Oh shit. No, don't pop, don't pop. Thank you. Nice.
For honor and
Okay.
duty.
So any other farms, by the way? Food? Food hut farm. Yeah, so I don't want to be bitching about our iron production, but if you look at it, our entire iron production is enough for a single farm upgrade. That is the extent of our iron production, is that we can make a single farm be a better farm. Now we're loaded on gold though, which is good. Okay, well, literally against all odds, this may actually be an order personal record, because I'm pretty sure we never survived Death Net number 4 with the order. Although we still haven't, by the way, we still have 4,000 left, but looking at the trend that they still haven't breached the inner walls, because of our insane row of pikemen, I think we're in a good position. Yeah, and we can't even afford a single impaler with our iron. And the problem, so that kind of like snowballs, because in order to buy iron, we can buy 10 pieces of iron for 500 gold, and our gold intake is getting screwed because of the price of loyalties. Every single unit that we have, their upkeep is increased by 2 gold. And that is significant if you have that many units. Maybe in total, if you just look at the amount of units that we have, you're like, okay, well, that's not too bad. It adds up.
Guide my weapon.
And I completely forgot about those guys. I'm happy that that's not actually what's causing us, or what would cause us this run. Okay, so this firepower is enough. Might actually be a good idea to remember this. So, I mean, it's difficult to add up because we have a combination of towers over here. But, I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 towers. Okay. Oh, we solved the elite wraith. Okay. Not like as in that was trivial that it was going to be a wraith, but... Okay. Yeah, so this amount of arbalists is just barely not enough. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to upgrade these and simply go for more arbalists in this location. Very few more arbalists. Really? Is this getting... This is getting contested. Okay, well then let's bring all the pikemen. Now you guys know absolutely what I'm going to do. No, not take a lunch break. What the hell, man? I am going to secure this area. Let's burn this down entirely. Wow, they really respawned in that position, didn't they? And we can probably push that with those few units. Okay, let's grab another Impaler.
Hey, send me to
Okay, rip, unfortunately.
Yes, Your Grace.
Wasn't paying attention, and this is also a very bad position, right? This is an equally bad position. I think training hall here and here probably makes sense, because there is absolutely no way we are going to reinforce that position from up top. I never wanted my own walls to fall so quickly.
I serve.
Okay. Okay, not bad. Can fall back behind the walls. Maybe they're stupid. They won't realize that the wall is open.
Sir.
It's like the cat video when the balcony is open, but the cat is sitting in front of the glass piece that is not open and waiting for it to be opened.
Light the way.
Now the real problem is if I pop this down, then you know what happens. We'll have to once again rebuild this entire defense.
I see.
But I think at this point it's actually worth picking up that 12 iron, considering that we are only making 27, so technically that's a almost a 50% increase of what we're doing right now. And I think that is actually worth it. Yeah, we can just push it out over here. Okay, good. Well, let's do just this. Could have incorporated a few light bearers, but honestly, I mean, no, I don't want to spend that many resources on those. It's useful. I think we have been using them. Oh, you stupid little arbalist.
Without delay.
Let's get them close to the bellow tower. Maybe that arbalist will survive. Honestly, doesn't deserve it. We can go for catapults. If I really wanted to tank my entire economy right now. I just want to push something right now. Whatever location we can push, let's just start pushing. Okay, point of interest discovered. So this is probably going to be secure in the future as well. Might as well play around that. I think down there, where we were attacked by the level 3 Wraith,
By your will.
we're in a good position. Okay, now of course our firepower is shittier than it was before, because remember we still have the Death Knight 3 location lockdown with all of our units. I don't really want to bring them right now. I'd rather build up a completely separate army. Okay, now this is starting to be a spitter party over there. Which doesn't sound like a very good party.
Hey, don't.
Well, I mean, it depends. To each his own. Okay.
Onwards and down.
Burn it and chill. Okay. Could put down even a triage tent.
Your orders.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, that we are missing all these guys. Okay. All of these are refined. Good. Yeah, I need to leave a few guys in there.
Our defenses are under attack.
Yep, and also a few pikemen,
I'm
just so they
already
don't
there.
bring that down. Although, if they were to bring it down, then we could actually rebuild all of that.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Adventure awaits.
Okay, this at least has some defense. Up top, I hope that was just something not really
Who do
crucial.
we kill first?
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure down here, by the way, here we have the training hall, yes. Need to get some units in this position. No, that was probably a burster then.
I was born ready.
Yes. It was most likely a burster. I mean, honestly, a bellow... No. Normally I would put down a bellow tower and some grand ballista towers, but you know, our iron situation doesn't really allow us to do so. So I shall not do that. This farm is soon going to be surrounded so much that it's not even going to function as a farm. Now if you lose that, then that is actually going to be even worse.
Our buildings are under attack.
Eager and willing.
Okay, pretty hectic. Would have been nice actually if one of the Death Knights came from up top over there, because we could have just logged it down. Oh shit, and now we have a spitter.
Don't touch the spear.
That is even worse. I'm actually thinking right now what to do. Well, we could just rally everyone down here. It's also a possibility. These weren't upgraded, by the way.
For honor and duty.
Let's grab all the fish. I'm pushing that location up top only really makes sense if we have a goal with that position. Right? Like if I'm saying that,
This is gonna be fun.
I don't know, I'm going to build this up.
Gladly.
But I mean, just to clear next to the fissure, that actually doesn't make any sense. Oh, they broke through. Okay, good thing we have the Arbalists. Or the Impalers. Man, I don't know why I'm calling it Arbalists. So wait, this Death Knight... Yeah, so both of them came over here, so that means both of them... So wait, the other one actually came through the second fissure? Because there's no other way. Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, you guys can actually go up there.
Upgrade complete.
Let's grab a few units. I don't really want to worry about this anymore. And let's just come down here. I think this is more crucial to actually start pushing. Okay, let's finally grab this keep upgrade. I don't care. I don't care how much it costs. Okay, you guys can just
More training.
hold that, and you guys can come up here as an indication that you need to hold that in the future. Okay, let's repair this up so that it doesn't get destroyed. Probably even upgrade most of these.
Guide my weapon.
Yeah, ultimately I think this is going to be a better position to push.
Ready when you are.
I mean, eventually this is going to be... But no, this is actually very interesting. So yeah, that one came over here, that we know.
I was
Yes.
born ready.
But then this one literally came through the other fissure. Maybe there's a path over there. There's absolutely a path over there. Came through the other fissure. So technically we just need to log this down. And there's no way there's a fissure or crystal near that. So that means if we were to take control of this position over here, then this could be our final defense for this area.
Upgrade complete.
Fucking genius. At least I hope.
What now?
Yeah, let's just see. Okay, you guys down here already? Yep. Wasted an entire in-game day for this migration of our forces. Okay. Any more farms, of course. Let's grab these. Good. And where are we? Okay, so this poor duo finally gets some reinforcements. So this is what I meant that it's not really worth getting the Engines 3 upgrade. I would probably grab Bulwark straight into concussive shots, honestly.
Your bidding?
Because that's going to be even more knockback. Every single crusher, every single burster, every single spitter, everything. And then concussive shot, I don't even need to explain it. That is just
Firing true.
absolutely the craziest ability. Okay, so yeah, this is what I meant, that the entire day is essentially wasted on this shit.
Upgrade complete.
Okay,
Hey, send
well,
me to battle.
how far is this? Probably we need another. Probably over there would be a better one. A little bit closer to the action. Okay, no shots got off. Good. I mean, the fact that we didn't lose
Hey, don't touch the
basically anything down here is a damn miracle by itself. Okay, let's think. Are we committing to knockback? Because we're very close to having the 250 stone. I think we are committing to knockback, yes.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Actually, only the archers can go in there. Good. Now this is of course level 3 territory for the time being.
Willing.
Let's not forget about that. Do you wanna no? Let's just wait for the bulwark to happen. Or, actually, because it doesn't cost any gold.
Our defenses are under
Is there
attack.
a point in speeding this up just to get it right now? I don't think there is. Because we're not going to be heading out. Might as well just wait for that. Okay. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. Yes, that was bound to happen. I'm very surprised it didn't happen so much sooner, honestly. Okay, now we're gonna go for the bulwark and then, like I said, immediately go for the concussive shot. And that is just going to be the ultimate thing. Oh boy. This location has literally been in a battle for the entire game. Okay, knockback into concussive shot. Beautiful.
What do we kill first?
Now that is huge. Okay. More arbs? The reason I don't want to build this up even further, because I think right now we are going to make a ton of progress with the amount of units that we have right now. Don't tell me that now we're going to start running out of stone, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my fist through the screen. And that would be entertaining to watch for sure. Yeah, let's upgrade these. They weren't really the priority because we weren't running out of stone so far. Okay, any other fish? Not really. Okay, but this is good. Yeah, this is now when the firepower begins. Getting that knockback, getting the stun, getting this veil out of my face.
On my way.
Please. Am I recording? Yes. Nice.
I stand prepared.
That's not really a bad thing if you're recording when you're making a video.
Upgrade complete.
I was born ready.
Okay, nice.
Hey, send me to battle.
Oh, they're popping.
Gladly.
Okay. And of course we can immediately start building this up. Can't really waste time on anything right now. Technically, almost nothing happened since the previous Death Knight. So that's why we just need to keep going. When these micro lags, I'm always thinking the game is going to crash. It's not that big of a deal because you can just reload the autosave.
Stand still so I can kill ya. Ready to face the dark.
Oh shit, I forgot. We're losing health. Because they have the shitty malice. Yep. And that is why we're going to lose a few arbalists. Yep. It's also something we need to keep in mind in the future.
We stand in defiance.
Okay, even more arbalists. Okay, so they're getting stunned, and this is perfect. I think at this point there is an argument to bringing some light bearers with us, because it's now no longer the question of, okay, they're going to be a little bit weaker, they're actually going to start losing health. And that's not good. Okay, now thinking ahead a little bit. Thinking out loud a little bit. So currently, we have Death Knight 3 secured. Because it's this position over here and we haven't removed anything from that location.
What's the hold up?
Permanently, that is. Okay,
Wait, I know
let's get back for some light. We can actually merge these guys with these guys if we can clear out this location.
Don't touch the spear.
What do we need? Only gold. 35, that's a big one. Now, Death Knight 1 and 2 are going to be secured on the area up top. I'm also not really worried about that. But the real problem is, Death Knight 4 is literally this army that we have right now. So that means for Death Knight 5 currently we don't have anything. If you think about that. Or because this group is mobile. I don't know if I want to think ahead that much. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to push further. There could potentially just be a lot of lost units. So this is what I mean, that up here, technically... Yeah, so we don't have any arbalists, plus we don't have the pikeman wall up top. This is good, right? We just need to... Well, these walls have completely remained, so technically that's it. We have rebuilt everything that we need to rebuild. Unless, of course, well, edge case is Death Knight 5 is also going to come from that location, in which case that position is kind of screwed. But right now, yeah, this is the army with the knockback from the pikemen, and of course some of these pikemen will have to be over here defending. Actually, we need to rebuild this somewhat. Because this is going to be both of them. Could go for a Grand Bellow Tower and then a Ballista Tower, or even one Grand Ballista Tower, we'll see. But I do want to start thinking ahead, because I feel like, well, not feel like, it was literally the case, that for the first couple of rounds I lost because I just didn't prepare in time.
The dark encroaches.
So I mean this V down here, if you look at it, which is very close to the edge of the map, I think we can still clear that, and it would make sense to clear that. Because these will just, you know, spawn enemies. And actually, looking at the minimap, there might be a crystal over here. Holy shit. That would be pretty bad. I mean, at this point everything is bad. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm happy that we're still making progress, so that is definitely something that I'm happy about. Yeah, the economy this time around is really bad. I'm not sure if if it had to, I mean, it probably had to do with the lack of iron, because like I said, that can snowball very quickly. Not having iron and not having gold, I'm also in the process of always trying to grab as much as I can. I mean, you know what we could do is just rally every new unit up here, and then technically we could just say that we have rebuilt the entire army that's over here. Yeah, let's try to do that. So technically, what would be nice if this entire army that is down here would be completely for free. I mean, it would be freed up, you know?
For honor and duty.
So like, okay, whatever Death Knight 5 comes from, we can just take this army and we are done. That's essentially what I want. And that is exactly what we don't have the economy to do. To achieve that. Okay, but I do want to focus on this because... yeah, this would be ultimately very nice to lock down. And also very nice space. And we still have a day. In-game day, that is. To make things happen. Okay, let's send Edwin in, and if it's GG, then it's GG. Let's go. They're probably still not the burster.
Are under attack.
What the hell is that? Oh, that is the Pester Wave insane version. Okay. Then we're not going to be moving forward. It's probably better if we take those guys out instead of losing Edwin. Holy shit. Okay. I love how they're not even stopping. They're just, okay, guys, we're gonna get to the keep regardless of what happens. Keep is the only goal. In before Merek dies somehow. No. Okay, good. So yeah, how are we doing up here? Well, dog shit. Clearly. Wait, how did we have a few arborists in there? Oh, and of course, let's not forget that we need to rebuild the outer wall layers as well. Yeah, a ton of things. Okay, you guys... Can we grab a triage tent? No, we still cannot. Now we can. This is huge. To build back up the armor of all those guys. Now I hope that Pester Wave was actually not an indication that the next Death Knight is going to come from here, which means that there's a crystal right here. Although, looking at where our army is, that would actually be very convenient. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's see what's over here. Because that would be hilarious.
I go.
Yeah, man, 800 gold.
At once.
Okay, that's a wood line. That's definitely not going to be a wave. No, there's no way they're going to come from here. Nah. They just head down here.
As you wish.
Let's do some clearing. Kind of the same situation as we had previously over here is that we're not really going to be able to make too much progress. Yeah, it's really the gold that is currently holding us back. I don't know when the last time was when I had this small amount of gold income. I don't think... Actually, you know what? I think I do. Never. I don't think I've ever had this small amount of gold coming in. Probably across all the difficulty levels. Yeah, like the only thing we can get out of this is some resources, but ultimately, you know, that's not all that significant. Plus that is probably not going to happen. Yep. Yeah, there's no point in pushing that, honestly. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good thing we're close. Okay, well, that was it. Let's see how this is happening. So here, right, we would need the entire wall of pikemen.
Eager? and
Probably
willing.
split these forces up just a little bit. And of course here, let's not forget that we also need walls. Yeah, that 800 gold honestly is not enough for anything. Let's just take a look at this. Probably this is how I want to make this happen. Okay.
Hey, don't touch the spear.
So this is 1 and 2. Waves 1 and 2. We still don't have arbalists. I think I'm going to send a few arbalists here, although, because we kind of needed them last time. If they're just going to expand from the bottom, then actually the towers up top doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, let's see where the 5th knight is going to come from. Now, Death Knight 5 we have never survived, not even with the Volatists in the previous one. Okay, these will not pay off at this point, so there's no point in upgrading. We have essentially committed to this situation. Good news is, by the way, that we don't really have to buy any other resources. And I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to burn for momentum. No way. And the second kind of good news is what I was talking about, is that the army down there is technically for free. If you can fill up these towers. And get a shitload of pikemen. Okay, so they're not actually for free.
In position.
Okay, well, we do have a few.
Send me to battle.
There's only 2 archers, a lot of pikemen. I think I'm gonna bring these pikemen over here because it's way more important. Actually, technically, this is way more important. Yes. Oh my god. It actually is this. Lol.
Our buildings are under attack.
Oh, well, that's gonna be awkward.
A master in the making.
Okay. So... That was the sound of the pester waves. Ay ay ay.
It will be done.
Yep, and that is going to spawn all that shit. Exactly. I honestly don't know. What would be nice if they actually came over here, but the problem is they're going to be aggroed by all this shit. And maybe they will stop over here, actually. Okay, let's build this up a little bit further. At this point we're really just holding on to the last couple of things that we can hold on to. Because we simply don't have the economy to do this.
What do you want?
Okay, and not to mention up here, I think I kinda need to move all those pikemen into this position. Good gold coming from here. Yeah, this is an eco lose at this point. This is how I'm gonna call it. Because really, that is what causes the game. This amount of gold is just not enough for anything.
I was born ready.
Okay, let's get a tight formation going as we did previously. We have like 3 less impalers over there.
What's the hold up?
Up there we also don't have too much. Can we maybe squeeze in another impaler? Good question. We'll see. Down here, let's just load up these towers. We can just send these impalers up top.
Choose the target.
If they will even make it, by the way. Mm-hmm. 3 in there.
Sir.
Okay, let's fill these up. Please. Oh, actually, we don't even have enough towers. Damn. Okay, let's... I mean, we can bring the Impalers to the front rows.
Right away.
Oh, that's a good amount of gold. Fantastic. Big walls dropping over here, and then a lot of smaller walls over there. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this amount of arbalests. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We don't have enough space for them.
Eager and willing.
Okay, 5 Impalers, so that is technically actually going to be less Impalers than the amount of Impalers we have here. Which is once again, you know, the kind of indication that this is the shit. And especially if they go around over here, then that is absolutely the worst case. Well, let's see. And let's see all these other locations, because technically these are... Yeah, because they are going to be expanding from the bottom over here. I'm just gonna take those archers plus one more archer, but that is not going to be the most significant part. Where's this crew that I sent? I wonder. Yeah, more gold, man. Shit. And kind of more iron. Although, here in the late game, iron really wasn't the problem. If we had like infinite gold at this point, then...
Your bidding?
We actually would have been fine, I think. Yeah, back in the day, back in my prime, I was really good at making gold, by the way.
Our defenses are under attack.
Okay, so this is what I said, that is indeed going to be attacked. Okay, the Impalers just arrived in time, which is insane. It's almost like a movie scene. Now this is a very good thing that I left everyone over there, because otherwise that would have been just horrible. Okay, probably want to get Merek out of there. Okay, let's see in general like what would happen.
Guide my weapon.
Oh, I think I misplaced all of these guys.
Your bidding?
Yeah, I don't know where those... Okay, so actually underdid... Look at this, I underdid the first Death Knight.
Send me to battle.
Well, the first 2 Death Knights. Yeah, I mean, it is true that without an economy you can't really do much in this game. It's a very eco-focused game. But yeah, I did not expect this to fall that much. And this is actually... I mean, I don't know at this point if it's worth... No, I'm not gonna move those guys out of there. What I'm actually going to do is just grab some normal archers. Maybe we can hold on to that, but yeah, this is going to be breached, so ultimately it doesn't matter. Okay, so we still haven't managed to break Death Knight number 5. And this was clearly because of gold, like
Defenses are under attack.
at least I know why that is. It doesn't make me happier, but at least I know why, because this amount of gold income, I usually have like well over 5,000, maybe even 10,000, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I need to make more actual houses, not just this many lodges. And I mean, I'll be honest, that may have been just it, because all the other resources now are actually doing fine, right? But it was really the gold that it's the same situation as with the iron, right? Is if you don't have iron, then you're gonna spend a ton of gold in order to buy iron. But if you don't have gold, then you're gonna spend a ton of iron, for example, to make gold. But those are never really,
Your orders.
those never actually work out in the sense. Like, I mean, work out that eventually is economically is just not going to be worth it to do. It's like very rare that I actually exchange resources. I think with the Order Night only run, which was like the last normal Nightmare run that we did, I think I only really exchanged resources before the final stand, because that's usually where all the resources get crazy and stuff. But before that, it's really an indication that something else is missing. And it really always was. Like this time around, I don't even, if I would probably watch back that, I would be shocked by how much resources I've exchanged, especially in the beginning, in order to get some iron. And now here in the end, you know, 800 gold, that's like an immediate indication that the game is over, because you need a lot more resources, even for normal Nightmare difficulty. Like I said, around 10,000 I think is where we always ended up back in the day on normal Nightmare level runs, and sometimes it even felt that that was not enough. So if we're this much below it, like 800 gold production, then just forget it. Okay, so I think that is what I'm going to focus on. How I'm going to focus on that, well, I honestly don't really know. Probably securing the edges of the map very soon, so that we have this like nice big space where we can build up houses is probably a good thing. Not having this many lodges in the end is also probably a good idea. Just upgrade everything to houses, because essentially, but the problem is this was also gold, right?
Our defenses are under attack.
Yeah, we need to get our gold game up again. Okay? Yeah, we'll keep pushing. We're never gonna give up, guys. Trust me, mark my words, we are going to defeat Nightmare 8.8x one day. As we did with Nightmare, which seemed impossible at first. We are going to do that. Absolutely. Okay, 5.7 million. Not sure what the Volatus run ended up being. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's not really a conclusion I can give. 800 gold for Death Knight 5 is just not enough. So that is exactly what we need to work towards. Maybe even more aggressively pushing towards iron in the early game. That's also something that I would probably say, simply because, you know, same situation is eventually that will snowball into not having enough gold, which means that will probably also mean that you will start selling the wood and stone. And it's just bad. Like I said, ultimately you want to be in a situation, I'm just telling for you guys who are new to this game, is that ultimately you want to be in a situation where you don't need to exchange resources, so your trade bazaars are completely full, selling the excess resources for better, in a better rate. That's essentially the position you want to be in, and only burn all that when you are in really deep shit, right? So like, I mean, maybe final stand level of shit. Because that's when I remember that I started exchanging resources like crazy. But before that, if we need to exchange this many resources, then it's over. Okay, end of intro. See you guys next time. We're gonna keep pushing.